So I'm Brian. I'm a couples and individual therapist in Toledo, Ohio, and I met you because I took the externship, the EFT externship, back in 2019, and you were my lovely trainer, and also a wonderful gem of a human being. So glad to be here with you today.
Oh, that is such a nice intro. Such a nice intro. Wow. I am so excited to be talking to you, to be coming back to the Midwest. I'm actually from, as you know, I'm from the Midwest originally. So
Mhm.
there's something really special for me when I get to come to the Midwest and talk about this very precious model that we have, emotionally focused therapy, because I so believe in what it brings to us as therapists and to our clients. And I am based in New York City. I have been a card-carrying family therapist for several decades, did my own EFT externship with Sue, actually with Sue Johnson, the founder of the model, in 2006, and do a variety of teaching and practice in New York and in various places across the country. And when we're not in COVID land, also even going to places outside the country to teach. But it's one of the things I'm so excited about is we are actually planning an in-person training in Toledo. It'd be great.
Yeah, I agree. Not many people in Toledo actually know about EFT, so that will be really interesting as well to get people, maybe some people more interested in it.
Yeah. So for folks who haven't heard yet very much about EFT, the way I like to explain it to people is we're all mammals. We're all wired for attachment. And that is something that we're not, we don't have to be taught, to be wired. That's part of our DNA. But another piece of our DNA is that when that attachment gets disrupted, that we protest that. So most of what we see in our offices is people don't come in generally because they're saying, hey, we're really in such a great resonance. We're really well connected. We get each other. We share vulnerably. They come in because that's been disrupted. And there's some sense that this person doesn't get me. I'm unhappy. I'm distressed. Usually, I would say 90+% of the time, people come in with complaints about another person, about their partner or another person who's important in their life, who they feel is not getting it right. And we can really help them make sense of that, right? Part of what EFT does initially is just organizes that. What's happening to you here, it makes so much sense to me, right? You come in the door and you tell me the only person that greets you is your dog, right? Of course you feel let down and disappointed. But then tell me more. So the way you show that disappointment is you kind of walk around slamming doors, banging cabinets, right? And then that's kind of sad too, because then what you're telling me is the other people in your family are shying away from you. They're getting further away. And then you're likely to get even more frustrated. So part of what EFT does is it helps people understand just in very simple ways, just like that, just like a pattern that people can fall into unwittingly, and make sense of it and help them connect that to that felt sense of, I don't want to just be greeted by the dog when I come in the door. I would like somebody else in this family to care enough to say, hey, you're home, right?
Right.
So this is kind of our entry point into EFT, helping people make sense. The good reasons why they're frustrated, how easy it is to fall into a negative pattern. And then what we do is we don't just leave them with the insight, every therapeutic model has a view of change. So for some models, the view of change is going to be, if you understand what's happening, you'll do it differently. But EFT says, no, we're going to go further than that. We want to help you understand what's happening, but we're also going to help you replace that negative cycle with a positive cycle, right? So we're going to actually help people have helpful healing conversations in our office that they can then export to be able to have those kinds of conversations on their own. That was quite a mouthful, wasn't it? Just in terms of introduction, but I get passionate.
we just dived in, and so I love it because you really touched on a lot of points about what is it that we're trying to do in EFT.